If GOG Galaxy is giving you an installation or update failed error, don't worry, because in this video I'm going to walk you through the most common fixes step by step. These errors can look confusing at first, but in most cases they come down to a blocked connection, a failed dependency install, or a corrupted local game copy. By the end of this tutorial, you'll know exactly how to handle each one and get GOG Galaxy working again. And if this video helps you out, please take a second to hit the like button and subscribe for more quick software fixes like this. Alright, let's get into it. First, let's talk about the E3 error. If you see installation or update failed E3, that usually means something is blocking Galaxy from connecting properly. The fastest thing to try is temporarily turning off your antivirus software or adding an exception for GOG Galaxy in your firewall. Specifically, you want to make sure GalaxyClient.Exe and galaxyclientservice.exe are allowed through. These are the main files GOG Galaxy needs to connect, download, and update correctly. Open your antivirus or firewall settings, locate the exception or allowed apps section, and add both of those files if they are not already listed. If you decide to disable your antivirus temporarily, make sure you only do it while testing the update and turn it back on right away afterward. Once you've made those changes, launch GOG Galaxy again and try the installation or update one more time. If the error was caused by a connection blockage, this often fixes it immediately. Now let's move on to the E2 error. If you're getting installation or update failed E2, that usually means GOG Galaxy had trouble finishing an update or installing a dependency. This is very often fixed by renaming the Dependencies-Temp folder. To do that, open File Explorer and go to C, Program Files, GalaxyClient.Exe, GOG Galaxy. Inside that folder, look for a folder called Dependencies-Temp. When you find it, rename it to Dependencies. If Windows asks whether you want to merge the folders, choose Yes and continue. This helps GOG Galaxy recognize the dependency files correctly and can resolve the failed update process. After renaming the folder, reopen GOG Galaxy and test the update again. In many cases, this simple fix is enough to get everything back on track. Next, let's handle the E1 error. If you see corrupted game or local copy, that usually means the local installation files for that specific game may be damaged or incomplete. The good news is that GOG Galaxy has a built-in tool to fix this. Start by restarting the app completely just to make sure it's not stuck on a bad state. Then go to the game that is showing the problem, click on More or Manage and choose Verify or Repair. This tells GOG Galaxy to scan the game files and compare them to the official version. If anything is missing or corrupted, the client will download the correct files and replace the broken ones. This is one of the best fixes when a game won't launch or keeps showing local copy errors. Be patient while the scan runs, because depending on the game size, it may take a few minutes. Once it finishes, try launching the game again and see if the issue is gone. If you're still having trouble after trying these 3 fixes, go back and double check each step carefully. Make sure the firewall exception was added correctly for GalaxyClient.Exe and galaxyclientservice.exe. Confirm that Dependencies-Temp was renamed properly and verify the affected game files again. Most GOG Galaxy installation and update errors can be solved with one of these methods, so there's a very good chance one of them will work for you. If this guide helped you fix the problem, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more easy troubleshooting tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.